A quick video about how to complete our first KLT on consumer culture and advertising. So first of all, you've got access to this planner, okay, and you should be familiar with this by now. I'm just going to show you how to use it really quickly. So start with your name. Whoa-wee, I hope you don't get stuck on that part. Okay, but step one, you need to post a screenshot of the ad that you'll be analysing. Now, I've had a little bit of confusion about this. You can only choose from the 4 ads that are actually on our assessment. And if you have a look at the assessment site, remember, it's these bad boys, okay? So you get to choose from Old Rubbish Sushi, Katy Perry, LeBron, or Missy Higgins encouraging you to become a vegetarian. So you need to choose one of those, and say you're feeling virtuous. Here we go. Missy Higgins. Insert a screenshot and then delete this instruction. Okay, I'll do what I'm told. Here we go. Also, perhaps adjust this so it's not taking up heaps of room. But the whole idea is that while you're then completing this analysis, well, I don't know why it's gone down there. That's a disaster. All right. Missy Higgins, stay inside the... Okay, great. Anyway, there we go. So it's very clear the advert that you are going to be analysing. Is this going to explode everything? Well, here we go. So very clear the ad that you've chosen from the options that you've got as per the site. Excellente. Step 2, use the points in each box to help with your analysis. Okay. So in your introduction, you first of all have to tell us what the product is or the thing that's being sold or advertised, a brief description, if you will, of what the advertiser is getting viewers to do, a description of the image and the text that you can see in that advert, a brief flagging of the target audience and market. You don't need to go into that in detail because we do rehash it later. And then you splice in you mention a couple of the main persuasive techniques that are used. And if you don't want to freestyle and do that on your own, you may find this template useful. And what that allows you to do is just insert the relevant information into the square brackets. So the advertisement I chose was by... who is this advertisement by? Interesting. It's okay. It's PETA, which is an acronym, I believe. So it's an animal rights organisation. So, and it looks like it says PETA 2, but I mean, I'm familiar with PETA being the name of the organisation, so that's all good. You can pop that in there. The product they were trying to advertise was... Well, this is also quite a tough one because the product itself is a little bit sneakier than just, buy this lipstick. It's, in fact, trying to persuade viewers to actually change their behaviour. So you could say, you would probably have to alter this slightly to say that the advertisers are trying to convince viewers to change their eating habits. Okay. And again, we know PETA wants the target audience to, and we can expand on what we've said here. We've already flagged changing of eating habits, but we know they want the audience to stop eating meat, or you could say eliminate meat from their diet, however you choose to word that. I think that the target audience for this advertisement would be, now this takes a little bit more thought and critical thinking here, because you've really got to be looking at who this ad is targeting. It's pretty gentle, but also it's appealing to the viewer because it's got this cute pig, and of course we wouldn't want to eat that pig. So you might have said that the primary audience or target market for this ad would be people who are considering going vegetarian And the reason we know this is because the advertisement is gentle in tone. You know, it's not telling anyone off per se. It's really more inviting. You could say gentle and inviting in tone. Okay. Well, here we go. So now you've got a pretty solid looking introduction here using that template. We haven't, however, included any of the persuasive techniques really, although we have mentioned tone. You could say, the advertisement is gentle and inviting in tone and uses several other persuasive techniques such as celebrity endorsement as well as colour and shape. So you've now flagged a few persuasive techniques. We've talked about the target audience and market. We probably could actually flesh out our description of the image and the text a little bit more. So if we have a look here, the advertisers are trying to convince viewers to change their eating habits. We could even the advertisement I chose was by Peter. It depicts Australian singer Missy Higgins holding a piglet. It would be good if I spelled this. Holding a piglet. Okay. Next to the text that says need another reason to go vegetarian, and we'll talk about rhetorical questions later. It depicts Australian singer Missy Higgins holding a piglet next to the question. Let's need another reason to go vegetarian. Okay. Whew. And now that is a very robust looking introduction. Excellent stuff.